Ooh, alright, kind regards, masses. It is me, High Bike, and I am back with some more Hakuoki Chronicles of Wind and Blossom. The first song that we were listening to for pre-stream was In Flora Forest from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. I like the Mystery Dungeon games. I never got the chance to play this one because, what was this on, the 3DS? And, excuse me, I didn't get a 3DS until recently, so I don't know, will I ever play this? Who knows? But Mystery Dungeon soundtrack always pops off. Like, I like how mysterious. Well, it sounds a little more mystical than mysterious to me, if that makes any sense. But It just gives that vibe. It's very calming too. It's very pretty. Well, okay, actually no, there is a sense of mystery. Not because it's Mystery Dungeon, but there is a sense of mystery in this song. There's some whimsical secrets in the forest or something. I don't know. That's the vibe I get. I don't know. I heard it on a playlist somewhere, and I was like, this would be a great pre-stream song. So here it is. And then the second pre-stream song is Neko Matsuri from Nekopara Volume 1. And, well, that was actually a Siva Gunner rip. The actual melody used is Crepe wa Ikaga from K-On! And we've read K-On! Here before. Man, when will I do manga read-alongs again? Because that was fun. I might do it again. Maybe this year at least, but it's just because we've had so many games on the lineup. I'm like, let's focus more on the games. But I would like to bring the manga read-alongs back because they've gotten some very good feedback on my YouTube channel, so I think it'd be fun to do. But anyways, yeah, what I like about this like anime slice of life soundtracks is just they just sound very nice, just very fun to listen to, and they just kind of fill you with a sense of happiness and almost like maybe a sense of nostalgia, but I think it's more so like, oh yes, this just sounds very happy. I like it. And this song sounds very happy. And I like the what are those mallets? Mallets, vibraphone. But it just has a nice light sound to it, and I think it fits with the sound font for this game. I've never heard of Nekopara Volume 1 prior to Siva Gunner BT Dubs. Like there are so many games I have heard of through Siva Gunner because of like the rips. But yes, OST really good, right? Like if you like I think it's really hard to be a composer because it's like if you're composing for a certain game or anime or anything, you have to get down the vibe of what this particular piece of media is trying to portray. Like, do you want that light, happy tune, or do you want something, dark, something that makes you like, kind of instills you with fear? But yeah, so props to composers. And how we doing today, Elliot? What's up? Hello, hello. Also the pre-stream video, I saw it on my feed. I don't know who this guy is, but like I guess like he's looks like a retro game YouTuber maybe. But there's a certain account on YouTube on not YouTube, on Instagram that kind of does like these YouTube poop style edits where like cuz this isn't the first time I've seen a video like this, but like this guy's trying to play the original NES Mario Brothers and he's trying to put it in the Game Boy, but when he actually reaches for a Game Boy cartridge, it goes back to the NES cartridge, and it's like, I just like stupid edits like that. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty great. It's just a nice chill day. I've been off of work for 5 days, which is a little longer than usual, but I'm going back to work tomorrow. But then I'm gonna be off again on Friday because I was supposed to go to a concert on Friday, but it had to be postponed because it was for Sabaton. But one of the guitarists, I believe, I think he got some kind of surgery or his arm got hurt, so it's like, oh, I can't really play. So they're going to postpone the US tour dates at a later time, hopefully this year, but they said hold on to your tickets, we'll email you updates. So I'll at least take the day off so I can run some errands and stuff. But yeah, no, at least I get a day off. It's nice getting days off from work, but I'm just gonna be so disoriented. But it's okay. I'll get back on my feet. But my dad came over for dinner. We've been wanting him to come over for dinner because he had souvenirs from the Philippines, but finally got us souvenirs and stuff. And we had fish sandwiches from Jack in the Box because our kiddo and my dad, they're practicing Catholics. So today is Ash Wednesday, so it starts the season of Lent. So typically on Ash Wednesday and then for every Friday until Easter, you can't eat meat. So we're just respecting that. So we went. What?
You saying you can't eat meat today?
I can eat meat,
Oh,
but
okay, just making sure.
I'm not a practicing Catholic anymore. But
I just gotta make sure you can still eat meat today.
oh no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Right.
don't.
You
I had
sleep
chicken
meat?
nuggets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I can have some meat. I can have more meat later. Yum yum. um, oh, Kyler's so funny. But yeah, no, so it was nice. My dad got us pretty much shirts and stuff, and so they have what's called a J Mall over in the island of Cebu, and it's basically Japanese owned, or at least the original owners were Japanese, but they stick with the aesthetic. Anyways, one of the souvenirs my parents brought me was it's Pyrojack, or he's known as Jack O' Lantern now, but you know for the Atlas games, the Mega 10 games. But he's still Pyrojack in my heart. But it's a little keychain from a little gachapon, so it's really cute. I'm gonna put him on one of my bags. But yeah, just good stuff. Anyways, I if you guys had noticed a little bit of delay from the start of stream, I just took my eye patches off during that moment. It's like, oh, I gotta keep these on for 20 minutes, and then the timer was just about to go off, so I'm like, okay, I'll take them off just while the pre-stream video is going on. But I'm here and I'm ready to play Hakuoki. And hello, Chuck. Also, how we doing today? What's up? But yeah, let me get the game up and running. But yeah, no, I was looking forward to the Sabaton concert because my dad wanted. He's the one who told us about the concert. But both it's funny because both my dad and Kyler listen to Sabaton, and
So good.
they are pretty good. Yeah, they're like they have like it's like war theme, World War II themed a World War II theme behind their songs and their metal. So they're pretty cool. It would have been cool to see them live, but I mean, hopefully that'll be later this year. We'll just keep tabs. But my dad wanted to buy a ticket, so I bought tickets for me, him, and Kyler, and we could have all gone, but you know that got postponed, blah blah. But you know, we will be there when the time comes. And you're feeling all right? Made a brand new friend today. Oh, nice. It's always fun making new friends. Glad to hear that. But yes, to recap, Hakuoki, we started the route for Soma. I can't remember what his first name is, but he becomes one of Kondo's pages. And also he's voiced by Yuki Kaji, who voices Eren, like characters like Eren Yeager. So that explains the face cam here. But like Soma is like Loud Boy too. Like for some reason they just up the volume on his microphone. Like I don't remember him being that loud. So it's funny, now we have two Loud Boys. So I'm just calling him Loud Boy too. But that's where we're at. With the other routes, like he just kind of spontaneously becomes a page. I mean, like, there is an event, kind of depending what routes you do. There's an event where you encounter him, and he owns a painting of a guy from the Shinsengumi who goes Fury mode. And the Shinsengumi see this, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing with this painting? No one's supposed to know about that. But, you know, Soma's not gonna know, because he's just like, oh, that's, it just looks like a cool painting. And the painter in question is a guy named Ryunosuke, and we've seen him in previous routes. He's actually the protagonist of one of the spin-offs for this game, which happens to be the prequel. So it's like the origins of the Shinsengumi, and their former leader was the guy depicted in the painting. And I don't remember if they actually name drop him in the routes where, like, you know, they show this painting for this specific game. But maybe we'll find out more later. Maybe we'll see if Soma has any kind of relationship with Ryunosuke. I think no, you know what? I think it's Shinosuke. I don't know. It's some kind of Ske name, you know what I mean? But that's where we're at. Also, Soma really thinks that we're a fellow guy. There was a moment where he's just like, feeling up on our arms or feeling up on Yukimura's arms because it's like, oh my gosh, you're so scrawny for a page. How can you hold a sword like that? But yeah, that was funny. But then there was also a creeper moment with Miki. He's Ito's younger brother, I believe, and he's all like, "Oh, I don't ever see you in the bathhouse with everyone else? Like, so let's take a bath together." And thankfully, we were able to get out of that situation because Soma saved us. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Anyways, a few moments later, we sat in the common room after dusk passed with a light brightening the room. Kondo and Hijikata sat before Soma and Nomura. That's right, Nomura's the other page for Kondo. Surrounding them in a half circle were Okita and the rest of the captains.
おいおい、なんだよこの物々しさは。
局長、副長、これは一体どういうことなんでしょうか。
二人には今後特別な
A
任務を
special
申し付けよう
mission? Oh shit.
いずれ話す必要があるかと思ってたが、まさかこんなに早くなっちまうとはな。
Hijikata sighed heavily, and he glanced back and forth between the 2 pages in training.
これから話す内容はここにいる者と外を警護している島田と山崎しか知らない。
Oh my god, are they gonna fill them in on the Fury situation? I think that's what this is leading up to.
承知しました。
わかりました。
ではこれより二人は見習いでは
Oh,
正式
okay,
な
they're
故障とし
official
て
pages.
取り立てる
Wow, congratulations.
そして雪村君の後輩としてその
Oh,
素性を
okay, the
ここにい
truth
る者
comes
以外
out.
から守ってほしい。
Ooh.
雪村先輩の素性。何か重大な秘密があるんですか。
Mr. Yukimura is actually Miss Yukimura.
ひょっとしてどっかの殿様のご落人だったりとか。なわけねえだろ。そうじゃなくてな。
お前らこいつを見て何か気づかなかったか。
いい先輩だと思います。
Aw, oh, that's sweet of him.
さっき野村くんが平助たちに殴られた理由を考えてみたらいいんじゃないかな。
Oh, I don't remember that happening.
え？俺？あの時は女なんてとか。
Oh, right. Duh, this is right after the fucking bathhouse incident. Okay.
おい、それだ。いや、そんなバカな。
Masaka. Bakana.
ああ、あんたたちの推測は正しい。
Them being all close. With that said, both Soma and Nomura stared at me intently. I felt very embarrassed, but I gave a small nod. I am a girl. Da, 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 da.
嘘だろ。本当ですか。
Pretty sure, Soma.
だから本当って言ってるでしょ。それともミキが言ってたみたいに脱がさないと信用できない？
めっそうもありません。俺は信じます。
Yeah, there it goes. Loud boy too.
どうもこの様子だとかけらも気づいてなかったらしい。
Well, at least the disguise is working, right? As time passed, the truth seemed to settle in their minds a bit more, and they took big breaths. It seemed like they couldn't get their minds off of it now, and I could sense them looking at me differently, which made me feel a little sheepish.
その雪村先輩、気づかなかったとはいえ、これまでいろいろと失礼しました。
でもなんで女が男装して副長付きの故障なんてしてるんですか？
彼女はとある理由
Oh, yes, even
自
more of
分
the
の父
truth.
親を探すために新選組に身を寄せている。
Or wait, maybe they're not gonna give the Fury
今は
details.
それで納得してくれないかな。詳しいことについてはまた話す時が来たら話す。
Oh, okay, okay.
どちらにせよ新選組の秘密を知った以上はもう引き返せねえから。
Although they trembled lightly, both Soma and Nomura nodded firmly. Now that the two of them had tapped into the secrets of the Shinsengumi, they were officially promoted as pages. Yay! Just as Soma had become a part of the Shinsengumi, the notice board hung up by Sanjo Ohashi Bridge was vandalized. The Shinsengumi received official orders from the shogunate to guard it. Okay, you know what? We know about that. We can skip over that. Yeah. I am curious where we're at in terms of the blossoming relationship with Soma. Let me take a look at the status. Really quick. Where is he? He's there. 1/3. 1/3? Oh my gosh. Okay, this route's gonna go on a bit. Or like this half. It was the year end of 1866, and we can skip that. Oh hey Jacob, I see you banning the bot. How are you doing today? What's up? Thank you for banning them. Chapter 4. March 1867. Oh, look, Ohita! The cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Look! I don't think... Yeah, we could skip over this. We've seen this before. I don't think the pages are anywhere to be seen. You were working till 9:30? Jeez, it just keeps getting later and later. Damn, that sucks, dude. But I hope you can kick back and relax here. Yeah, Kaoru. I don't give a shit. It'll go back to normal now? I hope it goes back to normal. That night, everyone else had gone to bed. I lay awake thinking about what had happened. Yeah, I don't care. What? Oh, okay, it's this part. Alright. Oh, no. And we know what happens here. Oh, wait, we're not doing a drinking game. I don't have to stop for the CGs. What if Ito had a route? Oh my god. I don't... Fuck, dude. I mean, you know what? Sanan might just be worse than Ito, so that'd be weird though. Ito's just kinda weird. Like, really weird. That would be an interesting route, to say the least, I think. I really wonder how that would turn out. Oh, it's morning. Blah blah blah. Yeah, she's healing. Because, ooh, magic Oni powers. Wait a minute, hold on. No, actually, no, never mind. I don't think this is going to be relevant to our romance. Well, I mean, yes, that... Now, hold on a minute. Ito, technically not really Shinsengumi, but he is part of the Shinsengumi. You know, if he's at least been a member, like, you could still argue, like, there's a fucking route for Ryoma. I don't even know how he fits into all of this. What is his relation to the Shinsengumi? Like, we never see him take part in this stuff. Like, we see Ito way more than that guy. So, arguably, you could have a route for Ito. And you know what? Same goes for Kazuma. Like, fucking, yeah, like, he's not Shinsengumi, but I get it. He is, like, you know, involved with this stuff. Hold on. We'll have this scene because Soma's here. Oh, okay. As of today, the two were leaving the Shinsengumi. They quietly looked around the compound. 3 streams? Wow, congrats.
そんな顔しないでくれよ。出て行きづらくなっちまうだろ。
Oh, Chowder's looking all cuddled up in the blanket.
たもと
Excuse
を
me.
分かつとはいえ
Oh, I was waiting for that one.
国のために働こうという気持ちは同じだ。悲観する必要などない。いずれまたどこかで会う時も来るだろう。
Yes, I know that. But still, I wanted them to, I wanted to stop them if at all possible. Why were they leaving? Why couldn't things remain as they were? I so dearly wished to speak these words to them. I would feel so much better getting them off my chest. But looking at their faces, I knew it wasn't an easy decision, so I couldn't bring myself to admit it. Still, I wanted to tell them how I felt. I began to panic as I searched for the right words.
斉藤さん、東堂さん。
I heard Nomura calling out to the two of them, as if giving voice to my feelings.
野村に相馬。お前らも来ちまったのか。
本当にお二人は
Hi, Jaker, you gotta get this thing off your chest. I always thought that gag was kind of. It is kind of funny.
新選組の設立から関わっていた古くからの仲間と聞いていたのに。
離隊するのは事実だ。あんたたちにも話は前もって伝わっているはずだが。
Yeah, they're official pages. They deserve to know.
でも、まさか本気とか。
おいおい、未練がましいこと言ってんじゃねえぞ、小僧ども。
Damn, dude, what? Oh yeah, you just missed that part. So because of that last stream where Miki tried to go in the bathhouse with Yukimura and like Soma was standing up for her, like no. So they got pulled aside to, you know, the captains of the Shinsengumi, and they're like, this is you guys are gonna become official pages because this is a super secret that you guys are gonna know, and no one else can know about this besides, you know, us captains and fucking Yamazaki and Shimura. So then they tell them that Yukimura is a girl and that she's with the Shinsengumi because we need to find her dad. But that's it. No, nothing pointing towards Fury business, but Kondo was like, well, we'll let you know more at a later time. So they're gonna know. They're gonna find out later. But yes, they do know Yukimura's a girl now. It's funny because Soma was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for, you know, if I've come off as rude to you before. It's like, okay, I get it.
文句をつけていたわけではない。
あら、文句じゃなかったのね。そもそも太陽を脱するという言い方が良くないよね。あくまで私たちは分派するだけでしたよ。古巣である。
まあ、斉藤と東堂の
I didn't mean to skip his line.
お前らより賢明だったってことだ。
Miki's Ito's younger brother. I know they don't. It doesn't really look like it, but yeah.
あくまで私たちは分派するだけでしたよ。古巣である新選組への
I don't like skipping people's voice lines. Yeah, but I don't know. Miki, I think he's technically a captain too. Not like a main captain. I don't know. I kind of remember him leading or something. I don't know. But we don't really see much of this guy. Excuse me. Miki was clearly doing all in his power to taunt them, and Soma grit his teeth in frustration. Saito must have noticed this tension and quietly spoke up.
損得の問題ではない。俺は伊藤さんの考えに共鳴したからこそついていくだけだ。
俺もそうだ。別に新選組から離れたかったわけじゃねえよ。ただこれでもいろいろ考えた上で選んだ道なんだ。
Heisuke. His statement was a difficult one to refute, so there wasn't really anything to say. We all stood there in a heavy silence. Ito seemed ambivalent about the whole affair, and so he shrugged and turned around.
さて、私もこれから忙しくなるし、名残惜しいけど、お先においとましようかしら。それじゃ行くわよ、三郎。東堂君たちもほどほどにしていらっしゃい。
ああ、とその前に。
Oh my god, he's gonna be like, I knew you were a girl all along. I don't know. Miki turned towards me, his eyes squinting over my profile. Soma then moved in front of me, as if he was protecting me, but it didn't faze Miki.
結局、お前の秘密を暴けなかったのが残念だぜ。
Yeah, whatever, Miki. Get your stupid ass out of here. What are you talking about?
しらばっくれるんじゃねえよ。もうこうなった以上はどうでもいい。今さら新選組の弱みを握るも何もね。
Why do they have different family names? You know, that's a very good question. I wonder if they're actually like half brothers or something. I'm not really sure. They never really expand on that.
何を隠してるか知らねえが、せいぜい気をつけるがいいさ。
Or maybe he's adopted. Yeah, I have no idea. Ito and Miki then turned to leave with a spring in their step. As we watched them leave, Nomura began gritting his teeth as well.
くそ、どうして東堂さんたちはあんな奴らと一緒に出ていくんだよ。
実は俺も野村と同じ意見です。どうしてお二人はこの新選組ではなく御領エジを選ばれたんですか？
どうしてって言われてもな、一言じゃうまく説明できねえよ。けど今の幕府が力をなくしてきてるのはお前らだって実感してるだろう。
確かにそれは幕府の陸軍隊で嫌というほど身に染みましたけど。
That's right. Just a while ago, Soma had been serving in the shogunate army. Soma fell silent when he heard Heisuke's defense, and the latter nodded in agreement.
だから俺は思ったんだよ。今のまま幕府に全てを任せるより他にできることがあるんじゃないかって。
俺も同じだ。上位をなすならば新選組にいてはできないこともある。
Do you think the Guardians of the Imperial Tomb can do it?
そうかもしれねえし、そうじゃないかもしれねえ。俺自身だってこの考えが正解って自信はねえけどさ。だけど今の場所を飛び出さねえと見えてこねえものだってある。相馬や野村ならわかるだろう。
こちらの考えを理解しろとは言わん。人には人の考えがあるからな。信念の形は人それぞれでいい。あんたたちはそのまま自分たちが信じる新選組を信じろ。
Saito gave a rare smile. Heisuke turned to me.
ごめんな。これからは近くで守ってやれなくなる。
Don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
相馬、野村、今後は俺たちの分まで雪村を守ってやってくれ。
Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
新八さんと佐野さんもいるけど、あの二人、ああ見えて抜けてるとこあるからさ。
Heisuke laughed and then pounded his fists onto both of the pages' chests.
こいつを頼む。男と男の約束だからな。
はい、約束します。何があっても先輩を守ります。お二人の分まで。
俺もやりますよ。
Why is his voice so raspy? Oh, I don't know, wait, maybe he's about to cry. Oh. Soma's answer was confident, but Nomura was still looking down. Even after Heisuke and Saito had left us, the two pages weren't able to shake their dejected moods. Right? You thought that was weird too, right? Why does he sound like this? Saito and Heisuke disappeared as a gust of wind scattered cherry blossom petals. Oh, it's a metaphor. I don't know. I felt a tremendous sense of loss, as if someone had carved my heart straight out of my chest. Nomura sounded constipated, bruh. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't even say that. It's like,
俺もやりますよ
yeah, I don't understand.
俺もやりますよ
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's also constipated. He's trying to hold it in. Or he's just trying his diddly darndest through all this. Two of his friends are leaving and then he's never mind, I don't know where I'm going with this. But if I wanted to set a good example, I had to keep a positive attitude. I took a deep breath, concealing my feelings of sadness, and I looked at the 2 pages. Hey, you two. I know this is hard for the both of you, but keep your heads up. Saito and Heisuke didn't leave because they hate the Shinsengumi. They're going off to do what they believe is the right thing for them, so we must support them.
分かってる分かってるんだよ頭の中では一応さでもそれでも俺は納得いかねえんだよ
I knew it was gonna, like, you know, shout or some shit like that. He was holding it. Nomura!
しばらくはあのままにしておきましょう。俺にはあいつの気持ちがわかりますから。
Nomura hung his head as he left. He finally got that log out, right? I turned to face Soma, noticing how much smaller he seemed. He spoke as if he was talking to himself.
俺も野村も同じなんです。自分の居場所が納得できずに正しい武士を目指して藩を飛び出した。
And then you guys ended up at the Shinsengumi?
この時代にあって誠の武士を貫ける数少ない場所。そしてようやく自分で見つけ出した自分の場所。その気持ちは俺や野村だけじゃなく先輩や他の大使も同じだと思っていた。それなのに
Soma. Soma turned to face the evening sky. Stars were slowly emerging, twinkling from afar. How painful it must have felt to see people with whom you shared such kinship leave you behind. I understood where he was coming from, so I felt it best to stay quiet. Excuse me. Never mind, I didn't stay quiet. The loud never stops. Hold on, I gotta take my meds now. Was leaving your domain a truly difficult decision?
生まれ育った故郷に愛着もあったし、引き止めてくれる友人もいました。でも俺はずっと憧れていたんです。武士として生まれたからには武士として生きられる場所にいたいって。
Soma glanced at the path where Saito and Heisuke had left. His voice was soft, but he continued.
雪村先輩、正直に答えてほしいです。俺は新選組のお役に立てているんでしょうか。
Well, you're gonna have me answer that? You know what? I think he needs to have the power to decide. Only you can decide that. I feel like they're gonna try to trick me here. From what I had seen, Soma and Nomura's work had been remarkable. Although, Hold on. Fuck, I messed up. Never mind, go back. I keep thinking that... Because me personally, I would say you are useful. But then I think that, you know, maybe the game is just like, oh no, these guys are gonna act differently. You know, they're not gonna like that. I don't know. But okay, fine, you are useful. Of course. I think you're useful.
そうなんですか。あまり実感がないんですが。
I wanted to cheer him up because he looked so troubled, so I smiled. I don't mind telling you this, but if Nomura heard it, he'd get a big head, so... Well, Harada asked me not to tell you anything. But the captains have recognized how hard the two of you work, and they complimented you. He said that the two of you have earned the right to become members of the Shinsengumi. Yay!
それは本当ですか。俺が立派な新選組の大使だなんて。ありがとうございます。
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. That might just be what I need a bus. That might just be what I need a bus. Cause I'm bussin'. I'm bussin'. He looked as though he was taking in what I had told him. He'd seemed to have truly found the place he belonged to.
必要とされ、認められる。それだけのことがこんなに嬉しいなんて。やっぱり俺はここに来てよかった。この新選組の一員になれてよかった。すみません。俺ばかりいろいろと語ってしまいました。
Soma sighed, and then he looked me in the eye before asking me a question.
雪村先輩は寂しくないん
Whoa,
ですか?
Soma, whoa. Where'd this come from all of a sudden? Me?
はい。斉藤さんと東堂さんとは俺よりずっと長い付き合いだったわけですし。
You put a link in the Persona. Look at the start of the article. Oh. Hold on, okay. Let's see. What the fuck? It's a... Is this an Utaoloid? Wait, oh my god. Ito Kashitaro, formerly known as Weezer, is a singer-songwriter, and Utaite known for his strong, clear, refreshing, and earnest-sounding voice with an... Actually, hold on, let me show it so you guys can see it too. With a narrow, almost quavering vibrato. Although this distinct vibrato is occasionally described as being fluttery and slightly peculiar, his voice is commonly considered to be warm and pleasant to listen to. He is a technically sound singer, capable of hitting notes cleanly and effortlessly, as well as having a decent vocal range. He is also very good at controlling his singing volume. What the fuck do you mean, Weezer? Where's the Weezer? Where's the Wheeze? Did you collaborate? What the fuck?
Where's the wiener?
Where is it?
Where's the...
Yeah, we know the Edo period samurai. Yeah, Shinsengumi. What the fuck? That's so random. And why Ito of all people? Why? I do not understand. Well, that's interesting. So that's a thing that exists. Well, maybe now when we see the Hakuoki Ito, now we can think of him as Weezer. Formerly known as Weezer. Why? I wonder, maybe he's covered Weezer songs, I don't know. Ito Weezer. Regardless of how I felt, both Saito and Heisuke thought long and hard about making their decision. Long and hard, huh? They couldn't get in their way. What's with these homies dissing Ito? Yeah, he wrote that song. Or at least, I had to keep telling myself that. But still, Of course I'm lonely. Of course I'm lonely. Did my voice cracked? Of course I'm lonely. My voice cracked, betraying more sadness than I would have liked to show. When I first came here, Heisuke was the first one to show me real kindness. That's true. Saito never really said much to me, but he was always looking out for my well-being. And now they're gone. I looked down as I said that, but suddenly I felt a calming, warm feeling on my shoulders. As I lifted my head up, I saw Soma smiling back at me. This time he's touching my shoulders, not all awkwardly and shit. It's a genuine comfort. A vow.
俺は絶対にどこにも行きません。
Aww, that's sweet
俺
of
は入
you.
隊してまだ間もないですが、新選組が大好きです。
Aw.
だからここから離れません。いつだってここにいます。ずっとずっと
That's
先輩の
kind of
そばに
gay,
いますから。
Soma. Oh, that is sweet though. I felt his fingers tighten their grip on my shoulder. It was as if he was demonstrating his strong devotion. I felt his warmth seeping into my heart. Thank you, Soma. We continued to watch in the direction where our old friends had decided to walk off. All we could do was wish that our paths might cross again someday. Yes. My wound healed completely soon afterward, but I kept the bandages on. I didn't want anyone to see that my scar was gone. Since Ito, Heisuke, and Saito all left, the compound felt so much larger and emptier. Around the same time, Takeda, one of the captains of the Shinsengumi, also left. Who? I knew none of this could be helped, and yet I don't even remember that being a thing. Like, who the fuck is Taika? Or whatever. It felt as if everyone was going in different directions, off to forge their own paths. I couldn't help but feel sad about it. Oh, it was Dio! Oh my god, you're right. It's Dio. Whoopsies. I totally forgot about it. Whoops. Forgot that was his name. Like, who the fuck? Never mind. Yeah, he's kind of important. Dio! Beginning of June 1867. You can skip. What? I don't know what's happening. Wait, what? Oh, okay, it's Sen. Yay, Sen. Alright, I know what to do. Is there someone special in your life? Yes, there is, Sen. Yes, every time. Yeah, we know what happens. Truth comes out. I'm a demon? Every time a character raises their voice, you think that's a drink? No drinking game today! I feel it though, I know, it's like, ah! You're Waka. Yeah. Yes, it's yes. It's always yes, but I just want to save. You know, I always like to save before every choice, just to make sure. When did I say no? What the fuck? There is actually... Yeah, see, it's always yes. Just keep skipping over that. We already know. You already know. Yes. Oh my god. Right? Me every time that question shows up. Uh-oh. We're under attack. Oh, hold on. Soma's here. Wait. Come back. Excuse me. Here, let's go here. I heard footsteps approaching the room. Shimura! Someone is coming! I placed my hand over the hilt of my kodachi, but it was trembling. If the person barging into our room was Kazuma, then even if I were able to swing my sword, it would probably do me no good. I knew this deep down, but I had to brace myself, to become strong in this moment, and finally, the door slid open. Someone's coming, oh! It's fucking Soma. Soma? What are you doing here?
敵の襲撃と聞いたので、雪村先輩を探していたんです。もし何かあったらと心配したけど、無事のようでほっとしました。
It's very considerate. I'm glad you're safe too. Both of us seemed to be relieved to see each other, but now wasn't the time to let our guards down. Shimada had been scoping the area out from behind the open door, and he gave orders to Soma.
Soma-kun, ちょうどいいところに来てくれ
He's
た。
still calling her senpai, yeah. Yeah, she could still be senpai.
俺はこれから周囲の安全確認と他の大使たちの援護に向かいます。その間、ここで雪村君の護衛を頼めるか？
You know, I'm not sure if he's younger than her. But the point is, Yukimura was a page before him, so it's like because she's here she's been here with the Shinsengumi longer, she takes seniority, so that's why he's like, oh, senpai. Even though he's an official page now, at this point. He still looks up to her.
そのつもりで来ましたから。
Shimada nodded, looked around the room, and ran off. As he left, I gripped my hands together to pray for everyone's safety. If what Sen said was true, then Kazuma would be after me. If that were the case, then this battle would likely have nothing to do with the Shinsengumi. Despite being the cause of all this fighting, all I could do was hide and stay out of everyone's way.
雪村先輩、そんな顔をしないでください。大使の皆さんなら心配いりません。剣の強さはよく知っているでしょう。
Womp womp. Well, yes, I do, but...
なら信じてください。襲撃者が何者であろうと、幹部の方々が引けを取るはずがないと。
Soma stooped down to Soma stooped down to meet my eye level, and he shined a bright smile. Even though he was younger than— okay, there, that answers your question. Even though he was younger than me, in this moment, he looked so much more mature than usual.
それに、こうして俺が先輩のそばについていますから。
You got asked to do your Bane impression again today. Dang, they really like that Bane impression. I love that for you.
幹部の皆さんほどの実力はないけど。
The game did read your mind. Ah.
敵を前に引いたりしません。
Kazuma, Amagiri, and Shiranui. The three who called themselves demons were all enemies capable of overpowering the captains. If Soma were to cross swords with one of them, there's no telling which way it could go. However, Soma spoke with confidence and warmth that made me feel much more at ease in his company. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. That might just be what I need to bust. That might just be what I need to bust. Cause I'm bussin', Soma. Yes, Kazuma, Amagiri, and Shiranui, the three stooges. Literally. To be quite honest, I felt a little uneasy. I personally can attest to how dangerous these intruders are. But it's alright now. I'm so glad you're here with me.
いえ、俺は当然のことを言ったまでです。
No take backsies. For some reason, he was flustered and shook his head, and he took a deep breath to calm himself. Oh my god, Alvin, Theodore, Simon, Jesus. We listened carefully, looking around us constantly to make sure we were safe. Damn, like imagine though, Kazuma and his Goonies, they have the fucking high-pitched voices.
静かになったとは思いませんか?
Come to think of it, you're right. I don't hear any swords clashing. Maybe the men were able to drive the demons away.
俺が様子を見てきます。先輩はここで待っていてください。
I knew it was dangerous to move, but I couldn't just sit here all day. Take a deep breath, deep breath. Besides, if things really had settled down, then I needed to treat the wounded as soon as possible. No, I'll go too. Let's go together. We used the moonlight to watch our steps in the darkness as we moved closer towards the courtyard. Ever since we'd arrived to the Nishi Hongwanji temple, I'd taken the effort to familiarize myself, but for some reason, tonight, it felt as if we'd stumbled into a foreign land.
俺のそばから離れないでください、雪村先輩。
Please be careful, Soma. As Soma led the way, I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something lurking in the darkness. Something felt quite off. There were no signs of battle around us. Yeah, why is it so quiet, huh? It seems like no one is around.
いえ、わずかですが、人の気配がします。
Menacing. Just as he said that, the sounds of gravel rustling under footsteps startled us, and we saw shadows creeping towards us. It was the person I least wanted to see in the entire world. Oh, here we go. You're lurking in the shadows. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Oh man, what a classic. No. I've already told you. I refuse.
あんたが襲撃者か。何者か知らないが、勝手なことを。なぜ豚書を狙ってきた？
Oh, this is a new sprite.
雪村先輩をどうするつもりだ？
Yeah, I don't think we've ever really seen him hold a katana. Wait your damn turn, Kazuma! Above us was the glow of the bright moon, and Soma's sword glimmered from its light. However, Kazuma scoffed at his questions, looking completely unaffected by Soma's stance. Soma, get back! He is not a normal... Ooh. Ooh. Kazuma's face twisted in displeasure, and suddenly, he hit Soma with a surprise attack.
なんだこの力は！
Kono power! Ooh. Kazuma slashed at Soma relentlessly. Soma was forced to his knees as the blows rained down. He tried to block, but the difference in power was clear. Yikes. Oh. Oh shit. Oh my god, wait, don't tell me, this is... I feel like Soma's gonna take the water of life, but is that gonna happen now? Like, shit. This is early. Bruh. Ooh. Yukimura, do something, damn it.
死ぬ前に聞かせるが、貴様が無駄に命をかける
命令じゃない。約束だから。僕のためだから。
くだらん誇りとやらにしがみついて何も見出せぬまま無駄に死んでゆく。
Bad end, right?
貴様も所詮は現実の見えないうぞうむぞうの一人ということか。
GG's. That's it. That's the game. That's the route. Kazuma sneered with disinterest, and he flicked his arm up, sword in hand.
貴様にはもういいとさっさと死ね。
Soma collapsed fully. Kazuma didn't even glance his way.
生の虫を滅ぼき。
No?
我らのあるべき場所。言っておくが、人間どもの助けを期待しているなら無駄なこと。人間にしては少しばかり腕が立つ連中にしたところで、天霧と知らぬ身の相手をしているさえし。今頃は次々と無残に殺されている頃だ。いい顔だ。自分のせいで虫けらが死んでいく気分はどうだ。お前をかくまおうなどと考えなければ、奴らも寿命を縮めずに済むのだろう。
So it really was all my fault? I became lightheaded as I began to panic. I felt like I might collapse at any second. Kazuma then grabbed my shoulder, and he whispered into my ear, his voice oddly compassionate and warm. Yeah, what an attractive guy. Ooh. What a charmer. Damn, yeah, we have Loud Boy too, and then Super Quiet Boy here. Distraction! Who said? Oh. Damn, I thought someone was gonna go slash at him or something. Never mind. Who said I was going to go with you? I've already told you I'm not going anywhere. Kazuma's hand was reaching towards me as I continued to shake with fear. I wanted to bat his hands away, but I felt my entire body freeze up, as if I was paralyzed. Oh shit, he came back? Yeah, okay. Ooh. Ooh. Damn, no. Soma, no. Good CG though. Soma threw himself between Kazuma and me.
あの人たちがそう簡単に死ぬはずがない。先輩も惑わされないでください。こんな男の言葉より信じるべきものがあるはずだ。
Damn. He scrim, he poppin'. He was right. It wasn't certain that everyone had already lost their lives. Soma was back on his feet. He pushed me behind him, glaring fiercely at Kazuma.
惨めに這いつくばっている。そのまま見逃してやったもの。刀もなく、そんな丸腰で何ができるというのだ。
刀がなくても守ることはできる。
命令ならば命を投げ出す。バカとしか言いようがない。
Even though Kazuma was insulting him, Soma was able to bring out a pained smile.
いや、俺が立ち上がる一番の理由は
Flat over. 'Cause it's
男と
my
男の約束だ。
Yeah, pretty much.
約束したんだ。道を分かった仲間と雪村先輩を命に変えても必ず守ると。
威勢だけはいいようだ。言葉だけでは何もできんぞ。 人間がどうあがいたと俺の前では無駄なことだ。
Kazuma raised his arm to swing. The blade cut through the air, as if drawing the arc of a crescent moon. He wouldn't be able to dodge. Soma, get out of the way! Muda, muda, muda. The instant I screamed.
面白いことを言いますね。
Wait, what the
人
fuck?
間ではあなたには勝てないと。
Sannan? Oh
で
shit.
は人間以外のものを相手にしてもらいましょ
Wow,
うか。
okay, you know what? For once, I'm actually glad Sannan's showing up. What? Sannan, you've come! He was standing silently, exuding a murderous aura, his sword drawn and ready. Upon seeing Sannan, Soma's eyes grew wide from surprise. Oh, yeah, he doesn't know about that.
あなたを亡くなったと聞いて。
詳しい話は後です。下がっていなさい、二人とも。人ならざる者たちの戦いに巻き込まれたくなければね。
なんだあの者たちは。あれも新選組なのか。
さあ、鬼の力とやらが羅刹と比べていかほどのものか、とくと見せてもらいましょうか。
Sannan's hair turned brilliant white, and his eyes turned a deep crimson like a ghost. Upon Sannan's signal, the Fury Core emerged and charged at Kazuma. Kazuma knocked down the Furies one by one, but after each one fell, another rose back up. No matter how many times they were stabbed, they stood unscathed like cursed immortals.
死に損ないのまがい者どもが。
Kazuma seemed overwhelmed by the never-ending storm of Furies, and he jumped away. Yeah.
ここまでに時間をかけすぎた。いいだろう。ここは引いてやる。
Stay out.
だが忘れるな、鬼の娘。
Oh, yeah, sure
俺
you
は
will.
またいずれお前を迎えに来る。
And with that, Kazuma disappeared into the darkness. The tension was cut loose, and I crumpled to the ground. I looked up to see Soma standing dumbfounded. This is like the one time the Fury Core did something good, right? For once. I think we're safe now. We have to treat your injuries.
見た目ほどの傷じゃないから平気で
Tis
す。
only a flesh wound, Yukimura.
雪村先輩、今のは何だったんですか？
Oh gosh, so now we really have to tell the truth to him, huh?
鬼とかまがいものとか妙なことを言っていました。それより亡くなったと聞いていた三男総長のあの姿。あれは
Bro got slashed like 20 times, right?
同じ姿だった。
Yeah, he's totally okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, you remember that. An enemy who claimed to be a demon. Warriors who rose back up, no matter how wounded. Sannan unexpectedly back from the dead. I could imagine how beyond belief these things must have seemed to Soma. I didn't blame him for seeming confused. I decided to... Oh, fuck. I think we had to explain it to him. Yeah. Better hear it from me, right? Now that he had seen everything, I didn't think there was any point in hiding it. Fuck, no, that's wrong. Hold on. No, the guide, shit, the guide says I'm not supposed to explain it to him. Excuse me. Damn it. My game's off today. Yeah, right. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm assuming they don't want us to explain, to keep with the Shinsengumis, you know, or at least Kondo was like, we'll tell him later. So maybe it might look bad, or I don't know, but I think it would make sense to explain to him. Ugh, oh well. I wish that I could explain everything to him. Oh, excuse me. At the moment, he had just tapped into so many things that were previously unknown to him. Yet, all he could do was remain silent. He looked so serious, and I couldn't look at him in the eyes. I'm sorry. I can't tell you anything. But everything you saw touches upon the true secrets of the Shinsengumi, now more than ever. So many things. -2. I can't be the one to tell you any information without Kondo's or Hijikata's approval. Soma didn't seem satisfied with that response, but he didn't ask any more. If he found out the truth, there would be no turning back. However, he'd seen so much that there was no way he could go back anymore. I didn't want to involve him in the taboo that my father had spread, so I kept quiet and bowed. I'm really sorry.
わかりました。無理に聞こうとは思いません。
Oh, well, at least he understands. I thought he'd be pressing for an answer more, so I looked up, surprised. Yeah, there we go.
先輩が黙っているのは俺を心配してくれているからですか?
Well,
俺だってそんなに鈍いわけじゃない。そのぐらいわかるつもりです。
Soma looked troubled, and his eyes narrowed. He gave a little smile.
何よりそんな顔をされたら力ずくで話してもらうわけにもいかないじゃないですか。
Writer's smoking something for real, like, weird choice. I'm sorry.
雪村先輩、もう何度も謝らないでくださいよ。
My heart sunk in my chest at the trust he was showing me. And as much as I felt guilty about it, there was a little bit of relief too, which confused me.
相馬くん、賢明な判断に感謝します。世の中には聞くべきでないことなど無数にありますから。それにここで雪村くんが言わずとも結果的には変わりません。私が生きていたことを知った以上はすぐに土方くんから説明があるでしょうからね。
Shortly after, we left dealing with the aftermath to the captains, while Sannan and the Fury Corps disappeared as if they were smoke. Now you're curious what's wrong with explaining it to him. I'm assuming because it's like, oh, we're going against the orders of Kondo and Hijikata to not say anything. So maybe he'd be like, why are you, you're supposed to wait, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, that's my guess. All of the warriors were tending to the casualties. After having finished his treatment, Soma was called in by Hijikata.
今回の奴らの襲撃は伊藤派が抜けて一時的に戦力が落ちたのを狙ってきたって考えるのが妥当だな。
やはり斉藤君や平助が抜けたのは痛い。今回は三男君が出て事なきを得たが、
その代わりにこいつが三男さんと会っちまったわけか。
Okay. The captains surrounding Soma all seemed to share the same probing glares. However, Soma was unfazed by it all, and he asked them the same question he asked me.
土方副長、教えてください。あれは一体何者なんですか？
あれってのは何のことだ？
両方です。襲ってきたものも、守っていた白髪のものも。
近藤さん、どうする？
ああ、雪村君のことを任せた時からいずれは話さねばならぬと思っていた。
Under Yukimura.
それが今になっただけの話だ。カモン、続けてくれ。
Ooh, today's the day, huh?
まずは襲ってきたやつだが、やつは薩摩藩の協力者だ。
Okay, now they're explaining it to him.
鬼だと。確かにあの強さは鬼と呼んでいいもの。今の俺ではまるで歯が立たなかった。しかしそれより気になるのはその鬼が先輩を狙っていたことです。
ああ、正直俺たちもまだ半信半疑ではあるんだ。
Hijikata looked over at me. He glanced as if he wanted me to further expand his answer, so I nodded. Well, according to them, I supposedly come from a demon clan.
雪村先輩が鬼?
It's just more and more things keep being revealed to him. Honestly, I still don't know. I mean, I've lived a pretty normal life, so I'm not quite sure what to make of being told I'm a demon all of a sudden. Still, it is true that my body does some things that aren't the same as the average person. For example, serious injuries. It seriously was well timed. Oh my god. Yeah, seriously. Of course, to a skeptic, one could write it off as my body having exceptional healing or something, but a part of me felt convinced by what they told me the minute they called me a demon.
それからお前たちを助けたのが羅刹だ。鬼とはまた違うが、常人ではありえない力を持っている。
あの人たちは味方ですか？
味方だとも。表沙汰にはしていないが、三男君が率いる新選組の一部隊という扱いだ。
それは表沙汰にできないだけの理由があるということですね。
Soma's sharp inquiry made Hijikata sigh, and then picks him with a glare. Ooh, then, super then. Wait, hold on. Soma's sharp inquiry made. I think it's supposed to be, and then they fix him with a glare. I don't know. Then, I'll go with that.
お前には雪村を守れと命じていたが、それ以上関わるつもりなら、守るのはそいつだけじゃなくなるぞ。新選組の闇に関わり、その秘密も守らなきゃならなくなる。お前にその覚悟はあるか、相馬和恵。
俺は全てを知った上で新選組の一員でありたいです。
Soma was showing no sign of wavering from his resolve, and Kondo nodded to him.
教えてください。新選組の本当の
the
姿を。
secrets. I'm ready.
羅刹とは元はただの人間が
Oh, he's gonna want the water of life at some point, huh? Damn, like Soma already coming into a near-death experience. Now he's fated for the water of life at this point.
羅刹になった者は白髪となり、異常な力と再生力を兼ね備えた剣気と化す。
You're heading off to bed? Alright. Yeah, we appreciate you, Chuck. Yeah, wouldn't trade our friendship for the world either, and I'm glad to have you as a cousin. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your night, get a good night's rest, and we'll catch you later. See ya. You are my friend. And the person who was performing all of this research was my father, Kodo Yukimura. The Furies, the Water of Life, and my father. After everything was disclosed to him, Soma sat there in shock. Yeah, I'd be shocked
では
too.
まさか江戸で俺がもらった絵
It
は
was real. It was top secret information.
その通り、羅刹を描いたものだ。あの時は驚いたよ。君がそんなものを持っていたからね。
So the artist knew what a fury is?
ああ、知ってるはずだ。
Ibuki, right. That's his name.
伊吹は俺たちの古い馴染みだからな。お前が新選組に来る前の老子組って呼ばれてた頃。
I had noticed that when Hijikata began talking about this artist, Ibuki, he seemed genuinely happy. Well, he liked him. I would have never guessed that Ibuki had known the Shinsengumi men all those years ago. I thought it was nice that Hijikata was nostalgic about it, but that wasn't all there was to it. Something peculiar came to my attention. If I'd really put all the pieces together, it was obvious that Ibuki's drawing was of a fury. It must have meant he found out the Shinsengumi's secret, and he departed from them soon after. I wasn't sure exactly what caused him to leave, but I was certain it wasn't because they wanted him to. However, I knew that when everyone learned of his whereabouts, it seemed like they were all relieved. This meant that to learn the secret was to be invited into an entire world of danger.
落水、羅刹、鬼。今の話はどれも新選組の根幹に関わる内容だ。外に知られたら組織自体が揺らぐ。故に口外したら容赦をしめる。それでもいいって誓えるか。
誠の旗に誓います。
What's the Makoto flag again? I forgot.
誠の旗。
What?
そんなことを言ったのはお前が初めてだ。
I'm like thinking a flag of Dorkun.
忘れるんじゃねえぞ。今の誓いを。
Yeah, I know they've mentioned the Makoto flag before, but I forgot. Like with their encyclopedia, I wish they'd alphabetize everything. Everything's just kind of randomly placed into sections, so I'm not even gonna bother looking. Oh well. Hijikata left the room, and the cold breath of winter came blowing into the hallway. Soma and I walked together down the hall, staring up into the night sky. He was frowning. Are you alright, Soma?
まだ頭の中は混乱してるけど、だいたい分かった気がします。どうやら俺には、俺の目指す武士道だけじゃなく、新選組の秘密や雪村先輩のこと、命に変えても守らなくちゃならないものがどんどん増えてきたみたいです。
Soma laughed it off so nonchalantly, but for me, I couldn't get myself to laugh along with him. Please, Soma, don't talk about risking your life lightly.
雪村先輩。
I was scared when you were battling Kazuma. I thought you would die. I thought he was gonna die too. If something like that ever happens again, don't do anything reckless. Please, Take priority in making sure that you're safe first.
雪村先輩すまないが
Dog, I can literally heal. What are you talking about? Why?
もし自分が助かりたくて先輩を差し出すような真似をしたら俺はこの先胸を張って歩めない。だから自分の思いは曲げない。たとえそれが先輩の命令だったとしても。
I didn't really have a response to that, and all I could do was stare up at the constellations. This man, he was always so stern and tactless, but that what made him so honest. Maybe in some ways, Soma was quite similar to Kondo. Like Page, like Master. You knew it wasn't going to happen, but somehow you still thought Kazuma was gonna behead him. Damn, that would have been intense. Tactless. Such thoughts entered my mind as the winds carrying the scents of spring blew around me. The following day. Good morning, everyone.
ああ、おはよう雪村くん。ゆうべはよく眠れたかい？
Oh, yes.
無理はしなくていいよ。寝不足なのは顔を見ればわかるからね。
Damn. As we were talking.
おや、イサミさん、おはよう。どうしたんだね。機嫌が悪そうだが。もともといかつい顔なのに、それじゃ迫力満点だ。雪村くんも怖がっているじゃないか。
No, I'm alright.
別に遠慮する必要はねえぜ。怖いなら素直に怖いって言っとけよ。
Sigma cat. But I wasn't saying.
それはすまなかったな。タイはないから許してほしい。
Kondo bowed deeply, his face grim. I wondered what was the matter. He was acting different. Please don't apologize. May I ask what happened?
すぐにわかる。
What do you mean?
伝えておこう。
He wasn't just talking to me anymore. The rest of the men moved closer to hear what he had to say.
西本願寺からこれ以上我々がこ
Oh,
こに
wait a
留まるのは
minute.
困ると。
We've all seen this before. We could skip. We could skip all that. I thought this was gonna be something regarding Soma or something. I don't know. Whatever. Take a chill pill. I meant no ill will. I like that. Mid-June 1867. Skip, skip, skip. Oh, okay. Perfect, perfect. We already know not to skip here. Soma and I were waiting for a guest to arrive in my room. Soma, you don't have to be so nervous.
別に緊張などしてません。
Are you sure? Pretty sure? Contrary to his words, Soma had been pacing back and forth in my room for several minutes. You think Finn Doll said that? Who's Finn Doll? There was no doubt in my mind that he was, indeed, nervous. But I kept quiet, since I thought it was rude to speak up about it. But Soma responded again.
緊張ではありませんが、前に三男総長に会った時は、
Oh,
あのよう
okay,
な状況で
Sanan's
した
the
か
guest. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna go well.
ら。改めて顔を合わせると思うと、どうも身構えてしまって。
Oh, the pink dolphin from Enna. Okay, I totally forgot what his name was. Yeah, no, that checks out. Yes, our previous meeting with him wasn't one where we could easily sit down and talk.
はい。風間という鬼との戦いに 羅刹、一体何が起きているのかついていくので精一杯だった。
That day, the demons attacked headquarters. Soma had fought Kazama, risking his life to protect me. He was badly injured, and he was close to being killed, but he never backed down. It seemed as if his wounds had been healing well since then, but thinking back to that day, about how badly he was hurt, made my heart feel heavy. If I were being completely honest, I wished so deeply that he would never face such pain again.
どうかしたんですか、先輩。
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, I think Sanan is arriving soon. Are you ready?
はい。でもまさかこの俺が羅刹隊の人たちの世話を命じられるとは思わなかった。
The Fury Corps represented the darker side of the organization, so of course to outsiders, and even internally, it was a closely guarded secret. Accordingly, this whole time, I had handled the chores alone. This included all: the cleaning, laundry, food preparation. However, since Soma had found out about the Fury Corps, Soma and eventually Nomura would join me.
しかし、世話といっても何を手伝えばいいんですか？
I think it would be better to get the information from Sannan directly. He should be arriving here at any moment. And as if on cue, I heard a cool voice responding from outside in the hallway. The dark side is a path to power some consider to be unnatural. Mm. Yeah, that fits the Fury Corps too. Sannan, we've been expecting you. He nodded and then entered, smiling towards Soma. However, I got the sense that through his smile, he was probing Soma with observant eyes.
さて、はじめましてと言えばいいのか、お久しぶりですと言えばいいのか。先日会った時は戦場でしたし、あなたとまともに話すのは
Damn,
初
first
対面
meeting,
の
that's a
時以来
long
ですね。
time ago.
相馬和江君。まさかあの時の少年が新選組に入って。
Oh shit, that's right. Sannan, quote unquote, died when fucking Soma joined. Ah, forgot about that.
ですが、今はこうして新選組大使の一人としてここにいます。俺が入隊した時は三男総長が亡くなられていたと聞いて驚いたんですが。
Soma was looking straight at Sannan. Sannan smirked jokingly, as if he was amused by Soma's sentiment.
残念ながら足は生えていますよ。ある意味幽霊のようなものではありますが。
失礼しました。
Sannan, please don't play around with him too much.
ほんの冗談ですよ。雪村君も素直な後輩ができて
I
よ
know,
か
I
った
totally
です。
forgot that Sanan's a colonel. Sannan snickered to himself, turning towards me. I knew that he was only poking fun, but as Soma's teacher, I was a little happy to hear my student being praised.
さて、近藤さんと土方君からはいろいろと聞いています。何でも相馬君は雪村君ともども羅刹隊の世話係を任されたそうですが。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
こちらこそ。しかし世話とは言っても取り立てて気を使う必要はありません。君の仕事は食事や洗濯の用意、あとは時折買い物を頼むぐらいですから。
それだけですか？
ひょっとして
Please
血
give
でも
blood.
吸われると思います。
Colonel Sanan's case K fried chicken. Oh my gosh. When you say it like that, it doesn't sound like a joke, Sanan. Sannan continued grinning in a self-serving way, and his eyes narrowed behind his glasses.
むしろ相馬くん、そんなことより君にはもっと大事な仕事があります。世話係ならこれだけは覚えてください。決して羅刹隊の居所である屯所の奥に一般の大使を立ち入らせないこと。情報が漏れるのはもちろん、研究の邪魔をされても困りますからね。人を羅刹に変える飛躍、落ち水の研究です。
人を羅刹にって、それはやっぱり
この新選組はこれまでずっとその研究を続けてきたのですよ。
Gasp. Sannan, are you sure you want to tell him that?
土方君からは全てを話しても構わないと言われています。
Soma's got full clearance. Good for you. We're trying out adding lean and grimace shake. Oh yes, that's experimentation.
話を聞かせた上で、私にも相馬くんの人となりを見極めるようにと。
But Soma truly respected the Shinsengumi. To share with him their darker secrets was... Maybe I was worrying for nothing. Not only did Soma seem steadfast in the moment, but I saw his passion burn brighter than ever before.
教えてください。落ち水と羅刹について。
もう一部の事情は土方君たちから聞いているでしょう。かつて新選組はとある筋に命じられ、この落ち水という薬の実験を始めました。
The water of life was a taboo serum that contained the power to change humans into furies, granting them agility, superhuman strength, and regeneration powers. I stayed quiet as he explained everything.
羅刹は戦力として非常に有用ですが、当然それだけの力が何の憂いもなく手に入るはずがない。
Yeah, just add an extra coat. Just noticed her kind of.
Oh, she reads three?
Yeah, because I'm just listening to dialogue.
Oh.
English.
No, go ahead. I'm thinking about going to bed soon anyway. I'm
Okay.
exhausted.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's chatter outside.
Okay.
白髪に赤い目へと姿を変え、絶えず吸血衝
Yeah,
動に
I
襲われ
just realized some of my nail nail polish is chipping off, so I'm just gonna repaint.
癒されぬ喉の渇きに苦しみ、それを潤すために人間の血を求めてさまようことになるのです。
Just at least one extra coat.
それではまるでただの化け。
Oh, chow chow. Resident Kyler. It seemed as though Soma had realized his words may offend the man in front of him, so he quickly shut himself up. Yeah, damn. However, Sannan had no reaction. He simply shrugged it off.
確かに化け物です。そのままではそう言われても仕方ないです。現在は研究の成果もあって吸血衝動もある程度抑えられています。
What? Is that true?
雪村君見たはずです。
I have?
先日賊を撃退した時の統制が取れていた彼らの姿を。
Ooh. Damn, I mean, I guess he's got a point. Come to think of it, I had been attacked by a fury before. At the time, blood-crazed monsters probably would have been the perfect way to describe them, but compared to then, The warriors we saw helping us were perfectly competent and self-aware.
もちろんまだ完全とは言い切れません。吸血衝動に昼夜の逆転も残っている。しかし有効な実証結果がいくつか出ているのは事実。今後はそれを突き詰めていくつもりです。
Yeah, what if this is Sanan's secret way to try to recruit Soma?
行動さんが見つかればありがたいのですね。
行動誰ですかそれは。
What the fuck? I thought they at least mentioned Yukimura's dad's name. Soma seemed confused, so I softly chimed in. Kodo Yukimura is my father, and he's the person responsible for bringing the water of life into the streets of the world.
You don't get to read.
Yeah, I'll join.
Whoa, why can't kisses be upon you?
Yes. I want the kisses. Well, 2-hour runtime's almost there, so I'll join you a bit.
I got you.
Sleep tight. Nani? Yeah, Kyler coming in with the kisses. Yeah, he's pretty exhausted because he worked last night. So usually on his the days where he is off right after work, he's pretty tired because he's gotta bring the kiddo to school and pick her up. You know, search your feelings. You know it to be true.
雪村先輩のお父上が。
No.
雪村君が性別を偽ってまで新選組にいるのはそれが理由です。私たちは行方をくらました行動さんを彼女の協力を得て探しているのですよ。
Soma was quiet for a while. The Furies, the Water of Life, my involvement. It looked as though he was turning these new discoveries over and over in his head.
雪村先輩。
Misa become a Fury.
聞きたいことがあるんです。
Fury Jar Jar.
落ち水に携わったのはあなたの父、行動さんだとして。先輩はお父上を探してどうなさるおつもりですか？
Fight him and kill him. Well, no, I'd talk with him. It has to be that. That has to be the answer. Hello? Hello? There we go. Yeah, I don't... Doesn't want to use the D-pad buttons. It has to be. I want to talk with him. I want to talk. First, I want to talk with him. First, I want to talk to him. The original reason for me coming to Kyoto was to find my father. I had planned- yeah, okay, that's right. I had planned on staying with the Shinsengumi only temporarily and cooperating with them. You know, to be honest, I don't think they really expanded on how Water of Life is created. Yeah, they never really said. I wonder if it's through blood. I mean, that makes sense. And as soon as I found my father, I had planned on leaving. But not anymore. As I began spending time with the Shinsengumi, learning about the Water of Life and the Furies, I learned just how deeply my father was involved with the Water of Life. Now I don't even know who my father is anymore, or what's going on in his head. So I want to see him, speak with him, and have him answer some of my questions. I want him to take responsibility for bringing this Water of Life to the Shinsengumi. At least, that's what I've been thinking lately. Yeah, there we go. Soma looks all serious too. That was all true. If my father was the one who created the Water of Life, it seemed reasonable to think he could find ways to suppress the bloodlust, or perhaps even find a way to make them human again. Yeah, what's going on in that bald head of his? I fell silent, and Sanan, who had been quiet, period, curled his lips and looked up. Oh man. Yeah, the typos never stop. Even with the newer routes. He faced Soma, looking him directly in the eye. You know, that now that I think about it, the original PS2 version of, you know, these games, I wonder if they had just as many typos.
さて、相馬くん。 今
or if that
話
was
した
a
内
port
容が
problem.
どれだけの重みを持つか理解できますか？
はい。もしこの話が外部に漏れれば、新選組が揺らぐような事態になってしまう。だからこそ雪村先輩たちも今まで固く口を閉ざしてこられたんですね。
その認識は正しいですが、ことは新選組だけの問題ではありません。考えてもみてください。会津藩預かりの新選組が人を化け物に変えて戦わせる研究を続けていた。人々がそれを知ってしまえば、幕府に対する信頼は大きく失墜する。そんなことを許す幕府に義などないと諸藩が立ち上がれば、それを止める手などないでしょう。今あなたが握ったのはそんな情報だということです。
幕府が揺らぐ。
He seemed to picture it in his head, and Soma was at a loss for words. Yo, it's me, Shinpachi Nagakura from Hakuoki on the PlayStation 2. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's that. Nagakura is like the embodiment of that meme. Hearing it articulated in front of me made me feel the secret's burden more than I had a moment ago. It wasn't merely a joke when they said they would kill us if we divulged the secret. It was simply a mark of how sensitive this information was. And you must die! Damn, imagine.
新選組の大使として戦うことはできます。日の当たる世界だけを歩んでいくのも間違った選択ではありません。それはきっと私にはもう選べない道ですから。
Sannan seemed to see some part of himself in Soma. Oh, okay. He gazed at him, eyes full of self-derision. But even then, Soma stood confidently. Despite acknowledging how dark the implications were, he proudly took a step forward.
幹部の皆さんや雪村先輩が今までずっと抱え込んできた秘密。傷つき、苦しんで、それでも目をそらさずに立ち向かってきた裏に隠された事情。それを知ってしまったのに、目を背けて忘れろなんて、俺には絶対にできません。
Soma.
俺も決して目を背けたりしません。たとえこの道が深い闇に続いていても、絶対に最後まで見届けます。それが新選組の大使となった俺の使命です。
さすが近藤さんや土方君が見込んだだけはあるようですね。
Sannan gave a small laugh. In fact, it seemed like a genuine laugh, rather than his usual self-deprecation.
では、土方君には改めて私から伝えておきましょう。相馬君、雪村君、これからもよろしくお願いします。
When Sannan left, Soma let out a big sigh. Good job, Soma. I feel like it's been a long while since I've seen Sannan so happy.
そうなんですか?
Yes, I think he was very impressed by how bold you were. Even from my perspective, I think the way Soma acted was quite gallant. Ooh, gallant to say. He never showed any doubt, and he looked straight into Sannan's eyes and confronted all of the Shinsengumi's dark secrets. You were really admirable. In the moment, I felt like more of an older sister rather than his teacher, and I smiled. No, Yukimura, no, you can't drop the sister zoning onto him. Oh fuck. Or, well, I guess that's more brother zoning. Fuck, dude, come on. Soma gave a small laugh, then shook his head.
褒めてもらって嬉しいんですが、本当は死ぬほど緊張してたんです。ほら、見てください。
Wait a minute. What was this portrait always bandaged like that? Like, or at least the hand? Like, Father, I think Sanan was impressed by how bald you were.
話してる間中、ずっと手が震えていたんです。
Then he lifted his hands in front of me. They were still trembling. I touched them with my fingertips. Ooh. You're right. You're shaking so much. You must have been so nervous.
いや、その震え、別の。なんでもないです。それは、その、
The bandages were always there, but to know for sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't know. I'm just noticing it because it's like, yeah, he was just beaten up pretty badly, so it's like, huh? Maybe that's his thing though. Oh, Soma got the doki dokis. He turned his eyes away, but Soma kept his hands up. I tilted my head in confusion. And that's how the night in which our secrets were in... hold on. I tilted my head in confusion. And that's how the night in which our secrets were revealed ended for me and Soma. Ooh, okay. Ooh. His feelings. November 1867. Let me... 6-7. No, we can skip past this. But honestly, I think after all that, you know, nice juicy dialogue, we'll save at the next point where Soma pops up. Because it is almost 2-hour runtime. So I think that there would be a... There was a man named Ryoma Sakamoto. He dead. I think, yeah, that's right, he's assassinated at this point. Yeah, we know about this. We'll just make things easier for the next time we stream Hakuoki, just to give us some nice sustenance. And Saito's back, yay. You just noticed the face cam? It's a baka. Eren Yeager. But yeah, Eren's voice actor is the same as Soma's, so I thought it would be fitting to have him here. Yeah, like Yuki Kaji is good at doing the shouty voices. Like even as Koichi, and like it's like Koichi Hirose from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like he sounds so much younger. Oh. Okay. Like he sounds so much younger doing the Koichi voice, and yet you can still kind of tell it's him. And he's doing all the screams and stuff. You know what? Nah. We can... I'll choose from here too. But I think it's I still wanted to help, I think. Hold on, let's see. Still, I wanted to do what I could. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. So skip around. Blah blah blah. That's right, we're gonna save Heisuke. Ooh, I had already decided I would help with Ito. What? No, I think we gotta choose Heisuke. Because, to reflect on, Soma's opinions, you know, he really didn't want Heisuke to go, or didn't want Heisuke to go, so I think I would convince Heisuke. Let me see. Is that right? No, it's help with Ito. That's what we have to choose. Okay. I messed up, but we will go... That is what we will do next stream. I would help with Ito. Please, let me help you with Ito. Or, let me only see the dialogue here. Okay, master. Let's kill the whole bitch. Shit, okay. Kondo stared back at me, watching me intently, as if analyzing my determination. And eventually... Damn, you know it's serious when the music goes all quiet.
よかろう。ついてきたまえ。
Okay, so now we'll save. Ooh, ooh. Shit's gonna go down. But yeah, I do think that's a good stopping point right there. Ooh, the suspense. Really quick, and I also want to see the warrior record. Where are we? What's our progress with Soma? 3/3. 3/3. Wait a minute, so that's pretty much full already, right? Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck she's gonna do with Ito. How the fuck is she gonna help, right? But I guess we'll see. We shall see, we shall find out. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. As always, love chatting with you guys and hanging out. If you're just watching, I'm always glad to be entertainment. So today is Futaba Sakura's birthday from Persona 5, so happy birthday to Futaba. So I'm gonna have something special planned because it's Futaba's birthday. We will be playing Persona 5 The Phantom X. Now, I hadn't finished her event in P5X yet, so I knew this would be a perfect opportunity to bring it back for her birthday. And, well, yeah, let's just say that this one is going to be a special one, so look forward to that. Don't miss it. 本当に本当そう But yeah, look forward to that. I know, right? 3/3. Why the fuck did they put 3/3? This is... I don't know, this fucking game. But whatever. So yeah, look forward to Persona 5 The Phantom X later today. And yeah. Matanene, my dudes. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there, and peace out.